English Podcast Boost. Learn, speak, improve.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast Boost. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. We're so happy you're here today.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to English Podcast Boost for more easy English conversations every day.
Today, we are going to talk about something everyone has to do sometimes, making difficult decisions.
Oh, I have a difficult decision to make right now.
Really? What kind of decision?
I'm thinking about changing my job.
Wow, that's a big decision. Why do you want to change your job?
There are several reasons. My current job is comfortable, and I know everyone there. But I don't feel very excited about it anymore.
So you're comfortable, but you're not completely happy.
Exactly. I have a stable job, a good salary, and nice coworkers. But I also feel like I'm not learning anything new.
I see. And what would happen if you changed jobs?
I might have a better opportunity to learn and grow. But I would also have to start again with a new company.
That sounds scary.
It is. I'm worried that I might make the wrong choice.
What would your new job be like?
It would be more challenging. I'd have more responsibilities, but I'd also have more opportunities to develop my skills.
That sounds positive.
Yes, but there are some disadvantages too.
Like what?
The new company is farther from my home. I'd have a longer commute, and I'd probably have less free time.
Ah, that's an important point.
That's why I'm confused. One choice gives me comfort and stability. The other gives me a chance to grow.
Have you talked to anyone about it?
Yes. I talked to my family and a few friends. They all gave me different advice.
Laughs that probably didn't make the decision easier.
Not at all. One friend said, take the new job. It's a great opportunity. Another said, don't leave a good job if you're already comfortable.
So now you have even more things to think about.
Exactly.
Sometimes the hardest decisions are difficult because there isn't one perfect answer.
That's exactly how I feel.
Maybe the question isn't, which choice is perfect?
Then what should I ask myself?
Maybe ask, which choice is better for me at this point in my life?
That's an interesting way to look at it.
And that's what we are going to talk about today. How to think clearly, consider the advantages and disadvantages, listen to advice, and make a difficult decision with confidence.
I definitely need that advice.
So, Alex, let's start by looking at the two choices. What do you like about your current job?
There are several things. First, I know what I'm doing, so I don't feel stressed about my work.
That's important.
I also have a good relationship with my coworkers. We understand each other, and we usually work well as a team.
What about the salary?
It's good. It isn't amazing, but it's enough for my needs.
And you have a stable position.
Yes. That's probably the biggest advantage. I don't have to worry too much about losing my job.
So your current job gives you stability, comfort, and a familiar environment.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the new job. What are its advantages?
The biggest advantage is the opportunity to learn new things.
What would you learn?
I'd work on different projects and use skills that I don't use in my current job.
That could be good for your career.
Yes. I might also get a higher salary after some time.
That sounds promising.
And I'd meet new people and have new experiences.
So why haven't you accepted the new job yet?
Because there are some disadvantages.
Let's talk about them.
The commute is much longer. Right now, it takes me about 20 minutes to get to work.
And with the new job?
Almost an hour each way.
That's a big difference.
Exactly. That's almost 2 hours every day just traveling.
I can understand why you're worried.
I'd also have more responsibilities. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that much pressure.
But could those responsibilities help you grow?
Probably. I just don't know if I'm ready.
Sometimes being a little uncomfortable can help us improve.
That's true. But I don't want to make a decision that I'll regret.
Maybe you should write down the advantages and disadvantages of both jobs.
I actually thought about doing that.
It can help you see the situation more clearly.
Instead of keeping everything in my head.
Exactly. When you write things down, it's easier to compare your options.
I think I'll do that tonight.
Good. And don't only think about money.
What else should I consider?
Think about your time, your happiness, your health, your career goals, and the kind of life you want.
That's a good point.
A decision isn't only about what looks good today. Sometimes you need to think about where that choice could take you in the future.
I think that's what I've been missing.
Then maybe you're already one step closer to making your decision. You mentioned that you talked to your family and friends about your decision. Did their advice help?
A little, but it also made things more confusing.
Why?
Because everyone sees the situation differently. My parents think stability is very important.
And what do your friends think?
My friends are more focused on the opportunity. They think I should take a risk and try something new.
I can understand both sides.
Me too. That's why it's difficult.
Did anyone tell you what they would do?
Yes. One friend said, if I were you, I'd take the new job immediately.
Laughs. That's easy to say when it's not your decision.
Exactly. I thought the same thing.
Sometimes people give us advice based on their own experiences.
That's true. My friend loves taking risks, so it's natural that he thinks I should take this opportunity.
But maybe you're a little different.
Yes. I'm usually more careful.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I know. But sometimes I wonder if being careful is stopping me from growing.
That's an interesting question.
I don't want to stay in the same place just because I'm afraid of change.
At the same time, you shouldn't make a big decision just because someone tells you to.
So I should listen to advice, but make the final decision myself.
Exactly.
That sounds simple, but it's harder than it seems.
Of course. But think about this. Who knows your life better than you?
No one, really.
Your family and friends know you well, but they don't experience your daily life.
That's true.
They can give you ideas and point out things you haven't considered.
But they can't decide what is best for me.
Exactly.
I think I sometimes want someone else to make the decision for me.
Why?
Because then, if something goes wrong, I won't feel completely responsible.
Ah, that's an important point.
Maybe I'm not really afraid of the decision. Maybe I'm afraid of making a mistake.
And that's very common.
How do you deal with that?
I remind myself that not every decision has to be perfect.
What do you mean?
Sometimes you make the best decision you can with the information you have at that moment.
And if things don't work out?
You learn from the experience and make a new decision.
So making a mistake doesn't mean my life is ruined.
Of course not.
That's actually comforting.
Good decisions don't come from knowing exactly what will happen. They come from thinking carefully and accepting that the future isn't completely predictable.
I think I need to remember that.
Definitely. You can ask for advice, think about the risks, and consider your goals.
But in the end, I have to trust myself.
Exactly. Now that we've talked about advice and fear, let's talk about another important part of making a decision: understanding your priorities.
What do you mean by priorities?
Priorities are the things that are most important to you at a particular time in your life.
So I need to decide what's really important to me right now.
Exactly.
I think my career is important, but so is having enough free time.
Which one is more important at this point?
That's difficult. A few years ago, I probably would have chosen career growth immediately.
And now?
Now I think having a balanced life is more important.
That's an important realization.
I don't want to spend all my time working.
So the longer commute is a serious disadvantage for you.
Yes. 2 hours of travel every day could really affect my free time.
What about the possibility of working from home some days?
That's a good question. I haven't asked the company about that yet.
Maybe you should ask before making your final decision.
You're right. If I could work from home 2 days a week, the situation would be very different.
Exactly. Sometimes we think we only have two choices, but there may be another possibility.
So I shouldn't make a decision before I have all the important information.
That's right.
I could also ask about the working hours, vacation days, and opportunities for training.
Good idea.
And maybe I should ask about the team and the company culture too.
Definitely. Those things can have a big effect on your experience.
I never thought about asking so many questions before accepting a job.
It's completely normal to ask questions when you're considering an important opportunity.
That makes me feel better.
You can also give yourself some time to think.
What if the company wants an answer quickly?
You can politely ask for a little time. For example, thank you for the offer. I'd like a couple of days to think about it.
That's useful.
You don't have to answer immediately just because someone is waiting for your decision.
I think I often put pressure on myself to decide quickly.
And that can make a difficult decision even harder.
So I should slow down, collect the information, and think about my priorities.
Exactly.
And then I can compare both options again.
Yes. But don't forget to listen to your feelings too.
My feelings?
Yes. Sometimes your logical mind says one thing, but something inside you feels uncomfortable.
So I should pay attention to that feeling.
You should pay attention to it, but also understand why you feel that way.
That's interesting.
Maybe your fear is warning you about a real problem.
Or maybe I'm simply afraid of change.
Exactly. And knowing the difference can help you make a better decision.
I think I'm finally getting closer to an answer.
So, Alex, after everything we've discussed, have you made your decision?
I think I'm getting close. I actually made a list of the advantages and disadvantages last night.
And what did you discover?
I realized that the new job has more advantages than I first thought.
Such as?
I'd learn new skills, work on interesting projects, meet new people, and have more opportunities to grow.
Those are important advantages.
Yes. But I also wrote down the disadvantages.
And what are they?
The long commute, more responsibilities, and less free time.
Which one worries you the most?
The commute. I don't want to spend 2 hours every day traveling.
Did you ask the company about working from home?
Yes, I did.
And?
They said I could work from home 2 days a week.
That's great.
It definitely makes the new job more attractive.
What about the salary?
It's a little higher than my current salary.
So you're getting better pay and more opportunities to learn.
Yes. But the job will still be more challenging.
Are you worried about the extra responsibility?
A little. But I started thinking differently about it.
How?
If I always choose the easiest option because I'm afraid of pressure, I might never discover what I'm capable of.
That's a very important realization.
I don't want fear to make my decisions for me.
So what do you think you'll do?
I think I'm going to accept the new job.
Wow. Are you excited?
Yes, And nervous at the same time.
That's completely normal.
I'm excited about learning new things, but I'm also worried about making mistakes.
Remember what we talked about earlier. You don't have to be perfect on your first day.
That's true.
You just need to be willing to learn.
And if I make a mistake?
Learn from it and keep going.
I think I can do that.
Do you have any regrets about leaving your current job?
I'll definitely miss my coworkers. They've been a big part of my life.
Maybe you can stay in touch with them.
I will. And I'm grateful for everything I learned there.
That's a great way to look at it.
I guess a difficult decision doesn't always mean choosing between something good and something bad.
Exactly.
Sometimes you're choosing between two good options, but one of them is better for your future.
I couldn't have said it better.
I still feel nervous.
But
I also feel proud of myself for making the decision.
and that's what matters. You thought carefully, listened to advice, considered the risks, and finally trusted yourself.
I think I'm ready for the next chapter.
I think today's conversation taught us something important about making difficult decisions.
Yes. We don't always have a perfect choice.
Exactly. Sometimes both options have advantages and disadvantages.
The important thing is to understand what matters most to you.
Right? Think about your priorities, your goals, your time, and your future.
And don't be afraid to ask other people for advice.
But remember, advice is just advice.
You still have to make the final decision yourself.
Exactly.
And don't make a decision only because you're afraid of making a mistake.
That's a very important point.
Sometimes taking a small risk can help us grow.
And if something doesn't work out, you can learn from the experience.
You can always make another decision later.
Exactly. Life isn't one single decision.
We make choices, learn from them, and sometimes change direction.
So if you're facing a difficult decision right now, take your time.
Write down the advantages and disadvantages.
Get the information you need.
Listen to people you trust.
And most importantly, listen to yourself.
Don't let fear make the decision for you.
And remember, you don't need to know exactly what will happen in the future.
You just need to make the best choice you can with the information you have today.
Exactly.
Question of the day: what's the most difficult decision you've ever made?
Was it about your job, your education, your relationships, or something else?
Share your answer in the comments. We'd love to hear your story.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please like the video.
Don't forget to subscribe to English Podcast Boost for more B1 English conversations and listening practice.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and don't be afraid of making choices.
Sometimes a difficult decision can lead to a wonderful new opportunity.
Thank you for learning English with us today.
Thank you for listening.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.